Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to fast forward the song. I absolutely love, love, love Oh Holy Night, but it's morning right now. So I'm going to go to the next song. Good morning, everybody. Arlene here with a little bit of Faith and Fun Friday. What is going on in your day today? I've got some fun things to show you today. So I hope that you'll come along and join me here on this Faith and Fun Friday. We are doing a couple little things here, and I have some fun little things here. Glitter. I've got Christmas cookies. I got my tea. Oh wait, I do need my tea. Hold on, I'm getting me my. You guys got to see this ginormous case of tea that I have here. You're not going to believe. Look at all of this tea that a friend of mine mailed to me. Miss Deb, she mailed me all of this tea. It's so sweet of her. Look at the tea of life. Woo! We could drink tea of life the rest of the year and beyond. It's so amazing. Absolutely love this. So come on in, help me pick a flavor, you guys. I'm going to let you help me pick a flavor of tea. I have so many flavors going on here. Let me know if you can hear me okay or not. I want to be able to hear. I want you to be able to hear okay. So let me know if you can hear. Make sure my volume is completely up. Looks like it's good. All right. So tag some friends. Come on in and say hello. Say good morning. Good morning, Jelena. Good morning. Good morning. What are you up to this day? Are you heading out for work? So I'm going to be painting an angel today, and I would absolutely love to hear you guys' angel stories. So dust them off on your memory and go ahead and get thinking about those, because I would love to hear your angel stories. Look, I already got a little bit of glitter on my angel. We all got to have a little glitter, right? So this is a kit. It's the Winter Angel kit, and I sell these. They are $20 each, or two for $35. All right, and this one is the angel. It's a winter angel, and this is kind of how I have it, all tied up in a nice box. So this was really easy for me to just grab this morning and go, you know what, this is what I'm going to paint today. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. We're going to work on it together. And if you would like to order one of these for you and your daughters, for you and your ladies ministry, I even do bulk discounts. So this is a little like thank you for purchasing from Parties with Purpose. And then I have tissue in here. And then this is the whole beautiful kit. And I am just going to use everything straight out of this kit, you guys, so we can practice it. I'm going to practice it, and then you'll help me tweak it, okay? So if there's anything that needs to be better. So what is included? What's included? What's included in this is you have a color mixing chart. You have a mixing plate, a nice clear glittery one. It's got glittery gold in it. Then you have a gold napkin for your dabbing of your paintbrush, because you always want to make sure that you have something like that to dry your brush off with. We have two new brushes, and I'm not going to use these this morning. I'm going to save them. I have my old brushes I'm going to use. And then we have the painting. This is a canvas already pre-drawn, super easy for you to be able to paint, and you can paint it whatever color you like, but I have inserted in here some cobalt blue, some yellow, some red, some black, and some gold. And do I have white in here? You would think I would need white. I definitely need white. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad we're doing this one as an example, because I need me some white paint for an angel. So I'm going to run upstairs and, oh, here's my paint canister right here. And we have some peppermint Florida saltwater taffy. peppermint flavor. So when I feel like I want to have a little sweet treat, it's there. I also have some mint tea tucked in here for the buyer. And this is Tessie's Instant Mint Tea. It's delicious. This can make literally like a whole pint, or a quart of tea, actually a quart of tea. So, or a pot of tea, really. You also have the palette knife, and there is instructions at the bottom. So I'm going to wrap this back up in here like this and use everything else in the kit except for my little paintbrushes. I'm going to put them back in there so you guys can see that there. All right, so let's see if you can see what I'm doing. See if I can pull my camera a tad closer. We wish you a Merry Christmas. All right, does anybody have any angel stories? I would love to hear your angel stories. I'm gonna grab some white paint real quick. Fortunately, this is one thing that I have not taken upstairs yet, is my case of paints. So let's see, there's the white. Here's some white. And here's a little cream as well. Let's see if I want that later. Oh, and all my lovely brushes. Okay, so I would absolutely love to hear any of you guys' paint angel stories. The Lord has there's times that we know that he's near us and totally protecting us. And we tell our kids, yes, the guardian angel is near. And it's always a really, really cool thing. All right, so you guys can see my table. What I've got going on here is, keep getting these crazy notifications, so I want to make sure you're able to see everything. Turn the light here. Should we turn the lady down? All right, so first off, we got to get our tea rolling. I want to know what kind of flavor of tea I should drink today. Good morning. Somebody says Vask Tech. Not sure. Hi, how are you? Good to have you. Thanks for watching from YouTube today. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate that. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see our Faith and Fun Friday lives. But here's tea that I have. I have red raspberry, green passion fruit. I also have, I don't want chamomile, Irish breakfast. We could do Irish breakfast, green pomegranate tea. Which one do you guys think I should go with today? The Irish breakfast, or red raspberry, or green passion fruit tea? Put a note in the comments below. Which one do you think would be a good choice for me to drink this morning? I love tea varieties, and tea is actually really, really good for you, and very, very good for the gut health and all that good stuff. So it is definitely a good thing to drink tea. So are you drinking your tea? Have you drank your tea lately? I know we get so used to, you know, like always drinking coffee, but tea is actually very good for us. All right, so I'm going to start with this is a beautiful little angel. And I know that this is a time of year where sadness can really come in like a flood, because if you are thinking about any loved ones that have passed away, you always think about all of the special times that you had at Christmas time, you know, and the times that you got to spend together. So we're just going to paint this angel today in memory of that, and memory of some of the loved ones that have gone before us and are in heaven. Um, but I would love to hear you guys if anybody has an angel story. I also want to invite you guys Monday. I've got my sugar cookie here. Can you guys see? I've got a sugar cookie. We're gonna make cookies on Monday. This coming Monday at 4:00 p.m. We're making sugar cookies. And I might whip up a batch of molasses cookies, gingerbread cookies as well, because those are fun cutout cookies. And so join us. If you don't have cookie baking on your calendar yet, please join us at 4:00 Monday. You must make sure that you are in the free group that I have on Facebook, Creative Parties with Purpose. I'm going to go ahead and have Irish breakfast, y'all. That's what I'm going to have. Is it me or does it look a little dark? Does it look okay, you guys? Is the lighting okay? All right. So I'm going to have me some Irish breakfast tea today. And it looks like these are in nice individualized plastic sleeves. So really nice. If any of you have tea, you want to send me tea, please send me your tea and I'll sample your tea. All right, get my tea going there. I love my Christmas cup. You got your Christmas china out yet? It's time to get that Christmas china out and put cookie baking on the calendar. So we've got cookie baking on the calendar. My kids are so excited. This coming Monday, 4:00. So we are going to actually paint the entire outside of this angel, of this canvas. We're going to go ahead and paint it black. So I'm going to start with that and just get it all on the background. So it'll be like a night sky. So we try to do these monthly parties, and it's a great chance for you to get some fellowship in with your daughter, with your mother, with your sister, with your girlfriends, and to be able to just get it on the calendar. I think this is just such a busy time of year, but we always want to make sure we're carving out some creative time, some time to just get artistic, but I know not everybody wants to make time to paint and make ornaments and that sort of thing, but everybody loves cookies, right? So make sure we are getting cookie baking on the calendar. I love this brush, you guys. If you get yourself a nice brush that is flat, so it's really thin and it's flat, it gives a nice edge to be able to, can you guys see that okay? Definitely speak up, Jelena, if it looks like I need to move the camera at all. Okay, I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go around, trying to make it so that you can see as well. Get this whole black on. It's actually something that I could have done ahead of time, but I wanted to show you. I could have done the whole black on the background, but I wanted you guys to see firsthand what the kit looks like when you take it out of the box, and just be able to see that that's exactly what you would get and what you experience when you purchase one of these. So it would be $20 for one plus shipping, and so it might come out to around $30 for you. So I love to get the edges in too. It just adds that more professional look when you paint your edges. I'm trying to keep the paint kind of thin, but making sure all of the white is covered nicely too, because I want it to dry pretty quick. And the acrylic paint is really cool. It does dry. It dries pretty quickly. So probably by the time we're done painting this, this side will be ready. This side will be dry. So it's really cool that you have like a step-by-step instructions, just keeping that there so you guys can see that that's exactly what comes in this kit as well. Just having that easy step-by-step. So guardian angels, tell me your guardian angel story. Does anybody have the story they'd like to tell me in the comments about a guardian angel that protected you? There's been many in my life. I feel like I keep my guardian angels very busy. Oh my goodness, I remember this time. There was a time that I was by myself, and I was going into town, and it was our old van, couple vans ago, when we had a vehicle that was, something was wrong with the coolant or something. It was always overheating, and I literally, like, I thought that it was okay one time, and I just went to town, and here I couldn't even get maybe 5 miles out of Hobe Sound. And then it started billowing, and it started getting hot, and there was smoke coming out of the front of my vehicle. And smoke was billowing out, and I'm stalled right there. Thankfully, it was at a light or near a light. And my van just stopped right there in the middle of the road. And I was like, oh my word, Lord, help me. All by myself. Thankfully, I did not have the kids, you know. I'm fine with not having kids when things like that happen. And then I just got out, but I didn't quite know what I was going to do, because I couldn't push the van all by myself. And just lo and behold, out of nowhere, there was this truck that pulled over, and three guys just jumped out. They were like landscape dudes or something, and they just jumped out, and they just get back in and steer it, you know. So we pushed it over to the side of the road, and I was just so grateful to them for helping me because of the situation, you know. And they just like, you're so welcome, have a great day. And they just like left and went on their merry way. I didn't get the name of the company to thank them. I didn't get any of their names or anything, but I was just like, wow, thank you, God, for your protection on me and on my vehicle. Robert came on down, and we got it towed over to the car. We got it towed on over to the car shop, you know. So yeah, God has really, you know, helped me in situations like that. And it's just always been a huge blessing when somebody steps up to the plate and helps you there. All right, so I'm gonna also do a thin layer of gold paint over both wings, okay? And I'm gonna do that first because I'm gonna have to add more colors to that, you know, the outside of the wings. And so I'm gonna start with that and get that done. I'm gonna go ahead and stir my gold paint. You can see I've got some gold paint here. So I'm just stirring this up a little bit. I made these kits a few weeks ago, so it's good to stir up the paint when we are ready to use it. All right, so, and I'm just going to kind of wipe my brush. All right, so I'm just gonna paint these wings gold, and I can still see the black shining through, like the texture of the wings. I can still see that shining through. So it's all good. I should have started on that side to let this dry a little more, but it's okay. So after we do the gold, we're going to add, so it says this layer will need to dry. So make sure you apply a thin layer where you can still see the white outline through, well, basically the black outline of the wings. Clean your brush and then dip it into the bluish color with white. I'm glad I discovered that I need to check my other paint kits and make sure they got white. All right, so I'm just getting, I think I want to use my thicker brush. I can go further, I can go faster with that thick brush here. I love the wider brush. Let me check the comments and see if you guys, I have a steady hand. Well, it takes a little practice, but it's, you know, it's really easier than it probably looks, girlfriend. It really is. It's not hard to do this. When you have these step by step, shoot, it just takes all of the hard. I mean, I don't even like to say hard because the table's hard, right? Stop saying things are hard. But yeah. Another thing too, like when you're when we get to like little details or whatever, sometimes you can anchor your pinky right on the canvas. If you're like to steady your hand, you can leave your little pinky on the, but you got to make sure it's dry to do that. Yeah. So we're just kind of going down and then upward, giving it a little stroke up, down, and then up, down, and then up. And then just going over it to make sure all of the thick parts, just making it a nice smooth because that'll make it dry faster. So you can tell that you can still see the outline of the black through there. So I did not have to get persnickety about painting each one of these. That's for later detail. But for now, I'm just getting like a gold background on that. So another angel story, you guys, that I can think of. One time I was in the store and let me see this part here. I have too much black, kind of puddling there, so I wanted to grab that. One time I was in the store and it was years ago. I can't even remember when it was. I know my kids were little and I think I was in Aldi and I had like necessity stuff that I need to get. It was literally like milk and eggs and, you know, a few things for school snacks or whatever. And I think I had 20 bucks on me. And it ended up ringing up like after, it was around $25 or so. And I was like, oh, rats. I miscalculated. How could I do that? I thought that I had it all like in my mind done right. And, you know, Aldi doesn't give you those like flash discounts like Publix and, well, like Winn-Dixie does when you put in your points. put in your phone number, sometimes it goes down a little bit cheaper. But yeah, no, that didn't happen. So I ended up just starting to say, okay, well, let's take this off and that off and that off. That'll, bring it down. And there was a lady behind me who just said, no, keep it on. It's okay. And she paid for in fact, she paid for my whole order. She said, just put all of hers on mine. And, the lady's like, okay. The cashier's like, okay. So she started ringing up all the ladies' stuff too. And I'm standing there dumbfounded. And my girls were too. We were like, with our mouths to the floor, just dropping to the floor, like, really? You're going to pay for our whole bill? And that was such a blessing to us at the time, that the lady had paid for our whole bill, our whole grocery bill. So isn't that neat? It's so neat how the Lord does stuff like that. And sometimes, he's got these angels that are just, everyday people out there who are just looking and open to blessing somebody else. So let's try to be that for somebody this season. Yeah. Let's try to be that for somebody this season. Okay, so I got my gold wings on there, the black, it's coming together. So next we're going to, I'm going to clean this brush off. Both of them, I have a little bit of gold on there. And I think I'm going to go with that blue. It says to mix together some of the blue with white. Apply the paint in short brush strokes in all different directions around the angel in the background. This will give the background a marbled look and add texture. Paint the entire background this way. In the smaller areas, you can use a smaller brush if it is easier. Okay. Let's see if that black is dry back there. Looks like it is. Yeah. Definitely good. Definitely good. So, okay, we can paint a little bit of like a blue aura back there. And let's see here. I think I'm going to go with just blending some of this blue onto my paint. I'm just going to put some of it out here on the plate. You don't need much. I really give people plenty of paint to play with. You always have extra. And let me see. It says dip your brush half and half. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see my paint that I'm mixing the paint? Yeah. Okay. So just going to do that. So it's just a lighter blue because I think I'm going to paint my girl's dress the darker blue. So I always try to leave a little bit of space in between each colors so that I can blend them together. I'm always into blending two colors together. So even though it's like a marbled look, it's actually pretty cool that there's a marbled look there. So I'm going to actually use this flat brush. I'm just a stickler for these flat brushes. So I'm going to go with that and then get in here first. Do I need to go clear all the way up? It looks like I do. Clear all the way up. Just all the way around. I don't know if I still have black in this paintbrush. I think I might. My water is kind of dark, so I'm going to get a different paintbrush. get me a clean paintbrush of the same one so that I can not have to jump up and go change my water. I hope I don't have to do that. Alrighty. So after you dip your paintbrush in the water, you do want to dab it on your napkin. Just because if you get, like, if you have a lot of water, and I feel like that's kind of what happened to me right here. So I'm sharing my mistakes with you guys too, because that's how we learn. That's how we get better, is just making sure that if there's a mistake or just something that doesn't go just right, trying to let you know about it. All right. So, because yeah, I see this starting to dribble a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is actually take a piece of my napkin, just a small piece of it, and just kind of dab it on here. Because I feel like there's too much. The paint was like too liquidy there. Okay. Back to normal now. All good. All right. So we're just kind of making our night sky a little bit blue haze back here. All right. Does anybody want to share a guardian angel story? I have a couple more that I can share, but I would love to see in the comments any of you guys' guardian angel stories. I love the story, the Christmas story, you know, how the angel Gabriel came to Mary. You know, can you imagine how she felt being surprised in the night by the angel just announcing to her that she's going to have a baby? I mean, she wasn't even married, and she was getting this news that she was going to carry the Son of God. Can you imagine how you would feel when you got that news? Ah, you would rather color it with coloring pencils? You would love the grateful journaling then, Jelena. In fact, the doors to the homemaker group are opening on Monday. It's that time again. Woo woo! Monday, Creative Homemakers Club is opening its doors again. And kind of wonder if this black back there wasn't completely dry, because it's still, I think it's dry, but I'm just going to have to do a couple layers, I think, of this blue. To get it to where I want it. So I'm going to mess with it a little bit. Yeah, we have a grateful journaling. In fact, any new members that get in December are also going to get the grateful journal as a gift. Okay. So if you haven't got on board with that yet, and I know Jelena, you meant to and you didn't get to last time when the doors were open. So get on in this time, girl. Monday and Tuesday, only 2 days this time. We're having the doors open for new members next week. So love to have you a part. It's only $7, only $7 a month, and it will raise in January. So I kept it at the lower seven for December as a Christmas gift. It's going to be it's a really great price for you to gift to someone as well, whether it's your aunt, your sister, your mother, your daughter. If you have an older daughter who has a home of her own, this is a perfect gift to give your daughter as well. is the Homemakers Club membership. Um, and we're going to have um, going to be just in time for the December. It's still the beginning of the month, so you'll be able to get in on the creative clean out dare, because once a month we do a clean out dare where any project that you know need to get cleaned out or organized or and figure out if there's anything you can um, figure out if there's anything that you can, you know, get rid of, because you only see that stuff once a year, right? So I plan to do that as part of my December declutter. All right, so we're getting all of this background blue on here. And I was waiting right there because there was a tad bit of black still wet right there. So go ahead and Jelena, I bet your kids like to paint. And if you've never done it with them before, what a fun Christmas treat to do together when they're off school, you know? Hey, let's do something. Just getting them, you know, doing something different than they usually do. It's like a little field trip, you know? So I know myself when I didn't used to paint and do this with the kids, it was such a special treat for them because they never did it before. All right, so got that background blue on. All right, I'm going to rinse my brush. So what color should we paint the angel's dress? Should we go with red? If we do red and yellow, that turns into orange, right? Yeah, I don't want an orange dress. I think I'll go with red. Although I like silver, but I don't have silver here. So I could go with a really pale blue, like the really pale blue. I might do that. I think I'm going to go with another really pale blue. Um, and then give it like a red belt. So decisions, such decisions. Okay. Um, so we're going to bottom half of her dress up and down, the brush strokes up and down, and do a generous layer here so we can blend in some highlights next. Okay. So, all right. I don't know. Maybe red should be good. I'm debating red or blue dress. Goodness. Who is singing in the background? Can you hear that, Jelena? Yeah, it's just it's a Christmas YouTube video. Just kind of got the music going in the back. It doesn't say an artist or anything. It just says top Christmas songs. Christian Christmas. That's the feed that it's coming from. So I don't know the artist or anything. All right. So decision: pale blue or red dress. Let's go with red. Let's go with red. All right. So I'm gonna go with red right here. Just give it a thick, nice thick coat. And I like to try to do the edges. It's kind of like when you color. If you try to do the edges first, then you can color inward. It does help with kind of just having your highlights all around the edges first. So I'm going to get that down here at the bottom, work my way up. This is a pretty bright red. I wonder if, let's see, red and blue make purple. So if I do a tiny bit of black in the red, it will kind of turn cranberry probably. So I might do some of that in a little bit. Using the brush that has a bit of a point to it, that's always really good to go here along the edges. And turning my brush to the other side, going down. Do you guys want the camera a little closer so you can see the painting better? Sorry, it's banging around like that. Oh, goodness. Awesome. How's that? You like it? Oh, you said blue, Jolene. Ah! I was kind of going for blue too. Oh, well. You know what? If I put blue on this, purple might even look nice, huh? In fact, Kylie loves purple, so she could even have this in her room if it turns purple. Sings a love song as we go along, walking into wonderland. So that's pretty easy. Now I have to do up here where the cape and the hood are, and then I'll add, let me see here. I add a tiny bit of blue in this. It's making it a kind of like a streaky, some darker streaks in there. Makes the red darker, so it's kind of what I'm going for. All right, now I'm gonna go get some red here on my plate so I don't dinge up the red. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this up here, right around the wings. One of my other we had mail yesterday and it was AAA. And the girls were like, "Oh, purple's your favorite color, Jelena. That's awesome." The girls were like, "Mom, what's AAA?" I'm like, "Those are my guardian angels." Does anybody have AAA? Oh my word, it is so good to have AAA because there have been more times than not when I've run out of gas and I need one of those guys to come bail me out with a gas tank. I don't carry gas tanks around in my trunk. Um, so that's what we were laughing about last night with the girls. I've probably 4 times in my married life where I've had to use the AAA card that's in my wallet. You know, it's always really smart for a hubby to give that to your wife. It's just because, you know, if he's working or something and he can't get to you, you've got a backup plan, you know, like just call AAA. They will come to your rescue. And that also worked too once when I had to be towed. When Robert did come along, but we still had to get our vehicle towed. So you get discounts and stuff with AAA. So, all right. So I am going to make it a little bit darker down here around the scoop. Of her hood because that's like the back of the dress gown. Okay. I was just scooping up. I like to take my dry finger and scoop it towards the wet paint away from the wing. That way it's getting off any puddling, you know? So, all right. So then her, is that looking purple to you, Jelena? Let's see if I can make my light come this way for you instead. Is that better? That's better lighting. Look at that. Boom. Booyah. Okay. All right. She's looking good. So next we're going to do it says dip the same messy brush into a small amount of white paint and drag a few lines and swoops into the angel's dress. Don't overblend or the dress will become pink. Just pick a few spots to create depth and movement. All right, so we'll just do that. I'm going to do it over top of the black lines that are here already. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and blend a little bit more red with the blue to give me that dark color. Just do a little bit more down here. I need to go back over because I had wiped the wet paint there. So I just wanted to make sure the dress, keep calling it a dress. I want to say gown. The gown. All right. So we're going to add just make sure my gown. All right, good. Now I'm going to just kind of dab it in the white, just real lightly, and kind of go down over top of where I have the lines. Because you can still see those black lines through this dress, so I'm just going over it with the white. I'm smelling my sugar cookie and I haven't taken a bite yet. You guys mind if I have a bite and a little sip of my tea? Time to have some tea. All right, I ended up doing the Irish breakfast one. So let's taste this and see how it is. What's your favorite kind of tea? That's tasty. I'm going to put one of these peppermint saltwater taffies in the tea and see how that goes. My kids like to put peppermint candy canes in their tea and in their hot cocoa. So, and I found one of my Christmas teapots. I think I have 4 Christmas teapots. So I'm going to top it off with a little bit more water. There we go. All right. So who's on here? Say hello, you guys. You like mint tea the best, Jelena? Have you ever tried this mint tea that I've talked about for forever? I think you would enjoy that. Did I put this in the Happy Mail I sent you? Can't remember. The top, make it white. What are you talking about? Right up here? Yes, around the neck. It's her white fur collar. I've got to do that. And we do have to do like a little bit of white here at the bottom of her hood to give that shadow of her hood. Yeah. I think that singing is that girl. I don't know her name. Super cute singer. All right, so now we're going to do paint the curved shape of the hood and the back portion above the belt. The back portion of the belt with the red color. Then dip your brush in the white paint again and add the highlight to the hood of her dress too. Okay, so I just did that without reading you guys the instructions, but that's what I did. I did a little bit of highlight there at the bottom of the hood. And then I'm just going to kind of go back over it here to blend it up. Make her hood a little darker. Okay, I wanted it darker red and it's turning more pinkish up here. All right, I think that's good on the hood. Good on the hood. It's good on the hood. It's good on the hood. What you think? Okay, enough of that. Okay. All right, now with a round brush, we're going to paint in your angel's hair, whatever color you like. Paint the bottom half of the angel's hair with up and down brush strokes to create vertical strands. Next, paint the back of her head by starting with a circle outline, then filling in the halves with arching brush strokes. Keep it streaky. Keep it streaky, keep it streaky. All right, so I'm gonna actually blend in black and gold together. Hold on. Should have had that. Always make sure you have your brushes in your water, you guys. It is not cool to have like your brushes drying out while they're sitting there. It's super annoying. All right, so I'm gonna do so I don't have any brown here. There's only gold in the kit, so and there's plenty of it. I'm just putting a big glob of gold paint here. And then I'm gonna take a tiny dab of black paint and blend it together with the gold. Silver would have been pretty too for like an older angel. But all right. So yep, I'm just gonna go here in a circular motion in her head. Got it kind of thick up there. I guess it's okay. All right, now we'll just paint in, doing it in a vertical. And now I'm gonna just streak it up. I need my pointier brush because I don't want to mess up the gold wings. Okay, got a little pointier brush, the smaller one. And good morning, black tea with cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves with milk. Ooh, 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 that sounds good. So it says your name says Facebook user. So I'd like to know what your name is. If you want to drop your name in there, that'd be so cool. Thank you so much, because you might have to allow StreamYard, the platform that I'm using, to have permission to use your name. So that kind of is probably the situation there. All right, so I just wanted to get this little tiny area here with a little bit of a pointier brush. And now I'm going to add a little bit of black streaks in this. Black is great. Sometimes it just adds just a tiny bit of what you need for like shadows. Just streak that up to make it look like hair. I'm adding a tad bit more gold to it so it's not too much black. Okay, I like that. Very cool. Okay. All right, now we're on the other page. Step 9, you guys. Paint her belt with a half flat brush and some brown paint. I don't have brown paint here, so I'm using the gold. But black and the brownish gold, just blend that a little bit to make it dark belt right here. I love the gold anyway. I'll be using gold over brown any day, right? All right, so just got her little belt on there. And I'm going to make it a tad darker here on the edges. Okay. Now I'm going ahead and doing like a little bit of gold on the edges and more dark in the middle. Awesome. All right. Oh my goodness. Why is my phone telling me 10%? That's annoying. Let me plug it in really quick. I think she's looking good, you guys. I take a step back a little bit. I'm like, oh, she looks nice. Okay. Sadly, I'm going to have to readjust a couple things so that I can get the charger on my phone. There we go. You guys can still see the painting, right? I think I'll move it over here so it's closer to you and I can just have the instructions over there. She looks like a good Christmas angel. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so Mary, good morning, Mary. Yes, I am, Jelena. I'm going to put glitter on the wings because I've got to do more on the wings yet. So with a small brush, we're going to paint a thin layer of white paint where the feathers are. Okay. So I've got my white paintbrush. And let me see if I can't get it. You know what? It looks like the peppermint in my tea is melting because I got this little like foamy stuff on top. Let me taste it. Let's see how this is. Ooh, that's pretty good, guys. Put a peppermint taffy in your tea. That's pretty tasty. Okay, now we're going to do white. A little thin. Let's see, it says paint a thin layer of white paint where the feathers are. Don't overblend and make sure to leave brush strokes to create a feathery texture. When you paint the feathers, you're going to leave a thin margin unpainted where the original outline is, so the gold paint still shows through. Okay, so right on, this is where the lines are really helpful. That's why I draw the templates on with the, you can see the lines of the wings, the feathers. So you're still going to be able to see that when we want those lines to kind of shine through when we do this. So shall we tackle the wings? Here we go. All right. And then I think we'll do the her hood. So I think I have a dry spot right there on her hood. So I'm going to start up here at the top, work my way down. All right, so let's see if I can do that by making a tad bit of a line. I think I get tempted to just like color it all in, but I'm trying to leave. I'm very tempted to color it all in, but can't do that. So I'm just doing the tip of my brush, making some, and you can actually just kind of bounce it actually. Let's see how that looks. That's probably the best way to do it, you guys, is to bounce it up and down. That way it's easier to have the edges of the wings shining through. Yes, it will be so fun to have some glitter on the wings. I have some white glitter here. And I'm going to add white glitter and some blue glitter to each of these kits too. So if anybody wants to purchase these angel kits, they're $20 each. You get the paint, 2 paintbrushes, all of the paints, the dabber napkin, the little gold clear plate. And if you purchase 2 or more, I'll give you free shipping. How about that? So another story, guardian angel. So another guardian angel story. I'd love for you guys to share. Does anybody have any guardian angel stories you'd like to share? Put it in the comments. Totally love to hear, different stories of provision or how somebody stepped in and saved your day, or if there was a real guardian angel where you felt protected. Maybe somebody even saw an angel. But there was a time that I was in Romania and I was doing my missions internship with Andrea Whiteman. And I had paid an extra $50 to be able to get a 1 week um, layover in London. So it was pretty cool. I had a travel agent who um, discovered that my my layover was at the Gatwick airport, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? How much is it to just stay a week in London?" So she's like, $50. I'm like, "No way." So I did it. It was a chance of a lifetime. I think I was 23 years old, 22. Um, and I had no idea like how I was going to get transportation from the airport, from the London airport into London, because it was a good, I think, 30 minutes time. And so I was just like, Lord, show me. Do I use the bus? What do I do? So it was really awesome how God worked it out, because then I was sitting in the airport in Romania waiting for my plane to board, I sat beside this gal who had a Romanian passport but a British accent. And I remembered she had super short hair and she was wearing like black, but she had a really sweet smile. And she said hi to me immediately and we started chatting. I'm just going with gold all the way around these wings just one more time just to give it, because I'm noticing, obviously I want the gold to show through. So I just want to make sure my trimming of the wing is really good. So anyway, I don't remember her name or anything, you guys. This is sad. Like I totally don't remember her name and I never got her information. Back then we didn't have um I don't remember if I had a cell phone. I don't think I had a cell phone because I remember calling from like payphones back then. Yeah, I'm old, guys. Called from payphones. Does anybody know what a payphone is? so So anyway, she and I had this conversation right there in the airport, in the Romanian airport, as we're waiting for our plane to board to Gatwick Airport, London. And yeah, she's like, yeah, my husband. I said it's very interesting. I was like, you have a Romanian passport, but you have a very strong, British accent. She says, yes, I have family in Romania. I was just visiting my mother here in Romania. But I've lived in London for 20 years. I've married a British man in the military. I was like, oh my word, that's so cool. So, yeah, she ended up sitting beside me on the plane as well. Isn't that crazy? Like it was totally a God thing. I look back on it and I just shake my head because of exactly how God was taking care of me. um, I was sitting beside her, so we had some nice conversation on the way there. I think we both slept. It was a long flight, but throughout the course of the conversation, I had asked her, hey, could you tell me what's the best way to get from Gatwick Airport to London? So obviously this is my first time traveling here and stuff. So would I take a taxi? Taxi, you guys. They have taxis back then, not Ubers. Um, I said, would I take a taxi? Is there a bus? Is there a train? What's the best way? And she said, yeah, you could take a train. It's definitely good to do that. It'll cost you about this much money. And she said, taxi? I wouldn't do a taxi. They cost a lot. They charge you a lot of money to go that distance. I was like, okay, well, I got to get there because that's where I'm staying tonight. I was going to stay at some missionary's house in right there in London. So she when we got off the plane, when we deboarded off of the plane, she said to me, hold on, I'll meet you at baggage claim. Don't go anywhere. I want to talk to my husband and find out if it would work for him to take you into the city. We don't live in the city. It would be out of our way, but I want to see if he has time to do that. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Wow, thank you so much. And I said, yes, I'll see you at baggage. So we left the plane and I looked for her at baggage and she was there. I met her husband and he was so gracious and he was like, yeah, absolutely, that's fine, let's we'll take you in there. And so I got in their car with them. You got and to just like you have sorry, phone call coming in. I think it might have blocked me, but perfect strangers, you guys, just getting in the car with them, letting them take me to the inner city of London. But look at God. I mean, I was totally safe. I felt very comfortable with her. And I don't know, I was just feeling grateful that God provided the way. And I didn't even, I didn't doubt that it wasn't the Lord taking care of me at the time. So there was another time I was in Romania, and I feel God provided some angels there as well. But I did feel a sense of caution because there was another time that I jumped on a moving train. I jumped on a moving train to get into the cab because I thought the train was leaving and I thought I needed to be on that train. When in reality, my missionary friend, was not on that train. She was on the opposite train. So that was really scary, you guys. It was so scary. Um, because I had jumped on the wrong train, going the opposite direction that I should be going, and I didn't know where I was going at all. So just going back over the edge of these wings here so that you can tell they are wings. So that incident was amazing how God really worked there too. Um, it was crazy because I started to try to jump off the train again, and the guy who was like in the guard uniform outfit, I don't know what they call those guys who work on the trains. Um, maybe it was a conductor, I don't know, but anyway, he grabbed me and he threw me into the cab where the people were, and there were only just a couple people on this train. It wasn't very many. There was like maybe 10 people in that cab, and I knew that the one that I had just gotten off of had lots of people. So what we had done is we had stopped at a train station that was like the really big famous city. Svintu Jorge is the name of the town. And and we were just stopping to let some people off, and then Andrea said there was going to be like a layover, but she didn't tell me how long of a layover. She was like, you don't have long, but you can run and get some snacks, because I knew there was like a little store in there in the station, the train station. So I jumped off the train. I didn't even have my passport with me, you guys. I think I just had a little bit of money, just enough to get a snack. And I think I had my water bottle with me. So when I saw that train, because I was purchasing my snack, I can't remember now if it was crackers or if it was chips, because I was craving something crunchy. Um, it's got a little gold on my blue. So yeah, I grabbed my snack and I saw that train inching away from the station and I freaked out. I was like, oh my word, my train's leaving. And I just grabbed my stuff and I ran and I raced over there to the train that was moving, and I just like jumped up on, and the guy even helped me up, because I was like, I trying to get out, my friend's on there. So I'm like jumping up. He's lifting me up, pulls me up. But then I look inside the cab and I see that my friend Andrea is not there. Then I'm like, oh my word. I tried jumping off of the moving train the same way that I came. And the guy grabbed me. He's like shouting at me in Romanian. I don't know what he's saying. And then, like the train has like a window on this side and a window or a door on this side and door on this side. So it's like two doors, obviously that's how most trains are. So sure enough, I tried jumping off of the other door as well, out the other door, and he grabbed me again. And he was like shouting at me in Romanian. I had no idea what he was saying, but I knew he was not happy that I was trying to jump off of a fast moving train. I was like, I knew I was going to land fine. I would have been fine, just let me go. But no, would not have it. So, oh, you guys, that was truly one of my experiences of a guardian angel for sure, because God was just with me, so with me. Um, there were some people there that spoke English that the guy kind of like guided me over to sit with them, crying. Um, and when I started speaking English with my little bit of broken Romanian, we were able to communicate the fact that my friend Andrea was back at the other train and I had gotten on the wrong train. So yeah, whenever I had no money and I was just like, Lord, you have got to I'm your girl. I'm here on this mission trip, this mission like endeavor of for you. You're gonna have to take care of me, Lord. So that was kind of how I left it for real. And the Lord did. He took care of me. I'm really feeling like I need to do like another layer of gold over top of that, at least on the lines. I'm not going to do it on all of it, but I need to do it on the lines because I want more gold to shine through than I do black, right? So, with the train, come with us. We are going. Well, I discovered that the train was going 2 hours. It's either 2 or 3 hours. It was at the end of the day, and it was the last stop that the train had made till it goes all the way back to the other side. Like, not the other side of the country, but literally a long ways away. So, I was wondering what the Lord was going to do to take care of me. And sure enough, these people said, we give you two options. I'm talking Chinese, sorry. They're like, we give you two options. You can either come with us to the mountains. We are going camping overnight in the mountains. So you can come camping with us and sleep in our tent with us. We don't mind having you. It's okay. We have plenty we can share with you. And then we can make sure that you come back to the train station in the morning. We take you for the first, uh, we drive you back there by car tomorrow. Um, Back to your friend, back to Svinci Gorge. And I think they were just trying to offer, since I was so young and stuff, just to like be with somebody, you know. But the other option they gave me, they said this, the second thing is we can give you money and pay for your ticket. There is one more train going back all the way tonight at midnight. At midnight, the train was going to go all the way back to the station Svinci. So, which one you choose? I was like, I did a really quick think and a really quick, process of elimination of, okay, what would Andrea be doing? Where would she be? Would she be waiting on me at the station, waiting for me to come back? I had no cell phone or anything. Um, and so, yeah, that's what I did. In fact, the station, they called the Andrea did have the smarts about her to go and call all of the stations all the way down the line and ask if I had been stopped, like if I had been sitting there or whatever. I think she called and gave them a warning or something. So this American girl who doesn't know Romanian is stranded. So yeah, so anyways, I ended up choosing to go ahead and just take the midnight train and go back to Andrea um that night, even though it was going to be really late. I just felt more at peace about that. I did not, like, in my mind I was going, what would my mother want me to do? Would my mother want me to sleep overnight in the mountains? Like, nobody would ever find me. Nobody would ever track me down if something were to happen to me. Um, if I would have gotten molested or just, abducted. So yeah, that was kind of my quick thinking process. And I said, thank you, but no thank you. I refuse the camping trip. I'll just take um the ticket back. And I appreciate it so much. I was just so grateful that they were willing to pay. And I was like, is there a way that I can pay you back? I pay you back, Can I have your address? And they never gave it to me. They were like, no, it's okay. God bless you. We're glad we could help you. And so they were my angels that day. God used them in a mighty way to rescue me and keep me safe when I was like, you know, kind of a crazy jumping on a moving train young person. And I wasn't doing it just for the joy of it, just for the kick of it. I was literally doing it because I thought my friend Andrea was on that specific train, and I thought I was missing her. So this is turning out pretty, you guys. What do you think of it? We're going to come all the way down here. And this is just super easy dabbing. Anybody can do this, you guys. Anybody can paint. Sounds like my neighbors are gonna like start the chainsaw over here in a minute. Might have to shut the window. All right, last one here. Dibber, dabber, dibber, dabber, dibber, dabber, dibber, dabber. So Monday, you guys, just remember, Monday is cookie baking. Cookie baking party. Love to have you be a part of our tea Zoom with us. And it's at 4 o'clock on, let's see which ones are blending here. I think it's these two right here. I'm gonna go ahead and blend these ones. Um, 4 o'clock is our paint, our cookie baking party. We're gonna have going to enjoy that. Get it on the calendar. Bake some cookies with our kiddos and some friends. Gonna have a couple girlfriends over. Gonna go live in the group, and you guys can do it with us. And the doors open to my Creative Homemaker Club as well on Monday. All right. So like this is the thing where you see these details and it's like, okay, you could play around with these detail type stuff all day. So I'm not going to, but just kind of highlighting out the wings. And then I'm going to add some glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Y'all need glitter. We all need glitter in our life. Sounds like the Christmas music stopped. All right, all right, all right, all right. One more thing over here is I want to break up these wings here. So I love to hear people's stories of, you know, God taking care of us, and guardian angels. I should have brought Ashley Blackman on with me today for her to share her story, you know, just how God has really protected her in the accident that she was in. And, you know, and then there's times we don't understand where we may not have guardian angels, you know, like some people do pass away in car accidents and stuff like that, but just knowing that God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Just being grateful for that, those times, and the loved ones that we have that have passed during this COVID time too. Like, it is amazing knowing that they're up in heaven, you know, singing with the angels. Last night I leaned over to Natalie and said that when the singing Christmas tree, the last scene is angels in heaven, you know, and I was like, imagine Mrs. Deckard is up there in heaven right now with the angels praising Jesus. So it's amazing when you think those that have gone before us that are in heaven right now, they have that opportunity to be praising Jesus and being around the throne, just worshiping him. I'm going over these really quickly just to kind of make it wet so that I can put glitter on the white glitter on these wings. So I'm just tapping on the ones that have dried already. This paint dries pretty quickly. Kind of make, I like how, you know, just dabbing it upward and it's given it that like bumpy texture too. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just giving a little that bumpy texture on there and then adding some glitter. And then I'm going to do the same thing with her shawl right here. It's actually her collar on her dress. And just doing the exact same thing as the wings. And then going over my little black edge right there. Now I'm going to add some glitter, 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 glitter. Love me some glitter. Okay. All right, glitter, where are you? I'm going to have me a bite of sugar cookie. I had a whole bag of glitter. Here it is, right here in front of my face. I have gold glitter too. Gold or white. So I think I'll put some I'm going to use this plate. When you do glitter, I always try to put it like over top of a plate or something so that it catches and it doesn't go all over the table. See a little bit more here. I want to dab to make it nice and white. This white paint dries super quick, so we got to work quickly so we can get the glitter on there because the glitter will only stick to the wet paint. Okay. All right, so doing it over top of the plate because I'll be able to. I like to try to re-rescue. Actually doing it on a paper is better. I'll show you what I mean in a second. For now, I'm just dumping the white glitter right onto the wet white. Should I put glitter on the fur of her coat? why not, right? Okay. So I'm going to put that there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little paper that comes with the kit too, and I'm going to tap my white glitter. Guys, it's so pretty. Do you see it glittering? See it glistening? Okay. And then what I'll do is just kind of roll this up, and then I can dump it back into my glitter cup. Yes, saving it. Saving it. All right. So now you can see. Say hello as you're jumping on here. Thank you for watching. Be awesome if you would share this video as well. If any of you would like to share the video, please do so. All right, so I'll move her a little bit closer to you guys so you can see I've been doing a step-by-step tutorial here of the Winter Angel. And she's turning out pretty cute. The only thing we have left to do here now is I'm going to brush the brush some white around the edges, and I want to give her hair like a little garland of berries. So I'm going to take my most pointy brush that I have. Let me see. I'm going to use the one that has kind of a point to it. And after you have your brush out of the water, you always want to make sure you're dabbing it onto your napkin to dry it off, okay? If you're using a fresh color. So I'm going to just do, let's see here. White painting goes hood. I already did the hood. We did the wooden handle of the brain, stamp some white dots around the tire design to create it look like falling snow. Okay, we haven't done that yet. If you'd like, you can use red or green paint to add a little extra fun detail to the angel's hair to look like a winter wreath or berries. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of on the corner of my brush. You can see the little angle right on my brush. So I'm gonna just take the pointy side of the angle and just dab a few berries in her hair. If I do it super lightly, they'll resemble circles. Obviously, a more rounded, tiny brush is ideal, but you have two. Let me see, this one would work better. This one has a good point to it, so you can even use this one because you have a brush like this in the paint kit. So I am selling these Winter Angel paint kits, you guys, for $20. If you buy 2 or more, you'll get free shipping if you are not in my area. And everything is included. You get all of your paints, the plate, the napkin. You just add water literally to it, and the glitter. It comes with some peppermint taffy, and you get some tea. So it is a paint party. Yay. All right, so now I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of green, and we can make green by mixing the blue and the yellow together. So these two colors come in your kit, and I'm just gonna add, I already have red on my plate right here. Let me see if I can point it down so you can see what I'm doing. Woo, woo. Okay, so we already have a little bit of red, and I'm just gonna add a tad bit of yellow to a dab of this. Oh, not the red, sorry, the blue. What am I thinking? So yellow and blue, and just kind of swoosh that along here to make me some green. So I can make me my green leaves for her. Just a little bit of green in there on that wreath will look nice. And they're literally just kind of little polka dots. Don't have to be like super fussy with it. Looks like a little holly, little holly wreath in her hair. And okay, so next I want to get a little bit more distinct around her. The sky and the blue there. So what I'm going to do is take the palette knife, and this palette knife comes with the kit as well, so you get that. I'm going to take the side of it here and just blend it in with the white. See what I'm doing. My plate's a little mess, but here on the edge, the little bit of blue and white together, and just scrape it here on the edges. Kind of just to give it like a chippy look. I need to paint that edge blue. Forgot to do that. I will do that at the end. So I'm going to go with a little bit more white in here. Give me some snow. Okay, I guess I need more white paint on my plate. So who's ever jumped on to say hello, say hi. Did you come back, Jelena? Who is with me now? I love to know who's with me. Say hello. This is being streamed on YouTube as well as my free Parties with Creative Parties with Purpose group and my Parties with Purpose page. So feel free to go to the page and share this video out. Sprinkle it like snow. I appreciate it so much. If anybody shares it, if it's in the YouTube video, you can share it too. That's so appreciated. I grow everything organically. I don't run ads and stuff because Facebook banned me from that like a year or two ago. So super annoying, but hey, they don't want to take my money. That's their problem. It's the way I look at it, right? You're gonna take my money. Okay, then. So just spreading the word about faith and fun and parties. These are great events that you can do with your daughter. You can just simply watch the live, not just your daughter, but your child. You could do it with women's groups, ministry groups, literally anybody. And I'm starting a library, starting a video tutorial library with devotionals involved in it as well, and the step-by-step painting like I've just done here. That's gonna all be housed in my Creative Homemakers Club. So that to be a part of, the doors are opening to that group on Monday. $7 a month, or $35 for 6 months, or $77 for the year. So it's a really good deal, and it's probably the only time it's going to be offered at that price, you guys, because I'm going to be building. You're getting in kind of like a ground floor level, you know, as I'm the early stages of getting it going. So that there's some amazing pros to that actually, because you get I hear your opinion, you know, you have some ideas you want to help me with, or be able to share what you are needing or want from a membership like this. It's definitely a cool win-win. But in our Homemakers Club, we do some awesome things. Like we have contests to just inspire us to get cleaning our homes in clean out projects and getting more organized. So we do that. I think I'm going to add some glitter in the night sky as well, but I want to make it like the blue glitter. Where did my blue glitter go? Here we go. So I have this amazing blue glitter, and I'm going to grab my plate over here now. And just sprinkle some of this blue glitter on. Yay. Nothing like the night sky glittering, right? Isn't she pretty? I love her. Turned out so pretty. I think the only thing I'd like to touch up is her skirt, because I still see a few black streaks in her skirt. So I'm going to do that. And then call it a project. I don't have any red glitter. Do I? I have gold though. I have gold glitter. Ooh, guys, I have gold glitter. Should I put some gold glitter on her red dress? Blue, a blue dressed angel would be pretty too, but I think the red really pops. It's very Christmassy. I might give this to someone. I might give this to someone whose loved one has just passed. I might have to do that. All right. All right. All right. All right. Like I said, you can fiddle with details like all day, just kind of going over stuff to make it perfect, smurfect, but I think it's great the way it is. Awesome. So we completed it. Woo woo! We completed it. I'm so excited. So there's the winter angel. And like I said, all of this comes together in a kit. You get your paints, all of your paints, you get your glitter, you get white glitter and blue glitter with it as well, your gold paint, the little plate, your napkin, your palette knife, some tea, some mint candy, and all of this comes together, you guys, in a kit for $20. So if you purchase 2 or more of them, you'll get free shipping. So let me know in the comments. Actually, you can just message me if you would like to have one of these winter angel paintings as a project to work on with your daughter, with a friend, with a sister. It's just a really cool thing. So I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. I will see you again before Christmas, obviously, but this coming Monday is our paint cookie decorating time. So make sure that you are in, well, some of you probably are in the Creative Parties with Purpose group. Thank you for watching. And if you're not in that group, you may get into that group. Actually, the website that I have right there on my screen, you can get into it from that website as well. Okay. So, um, Jelena put, yes, I had to put wash in. Okay. Yeah. Put the white glitter. So you're saying put the white glitter on her dress? We could do that. Let's do that. I still have some wet paint on her dress, so it's perfect. You caught me at a good time for sure. Okay, now I want to make sure I don't waste all of this, so I'm just gonna dump it right on paper. There we go. Love it. Oh, you can't see it. There, is that what you're going for? Yeah, isn't that pretty? It looks big in the video. It's really just an 8x10. A little 8x10. So yeah, and I probably could even put some yellow, mix some yellow with white and do little streaks of blonde in her hair, like dishwater blonde. But up close, it looks really nice. Like, I mean, just looking at it here, it looks nice. Probably on video, it looks like her hair is darker, but you can see how it's kind of shining, um, the gold on her hair. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sharing some time with me today. I hope you were inspired a little bit by some of my faith stories of just how God's protected me and his angels have watched over me in times that I've maybe been irresponsible or maybe not been as careful as I should be with, with things. And God just always pulls through, doesn't he? He is so good to us. So thank you so much for being a part of this. If you like this kind of video and you want to see more of these, you're going to see more of these when you are in my Creative Homemakers Club, because I'm going to be putting tutorial videos in there with devotionals and step-by-step of things of artsy things to do, so that you can have a push play video of something that you can use in your ministry or use as an event with friends or with your daughter, with your kids, with your daughter. So they're going to be available for you to use like that. So that's my goal. So on that note, I think I'll have my tree sugar cookie that's been sitting here tantalizing me, and I haven't eaten it yet because Kalina made this for me. So I'm going to eat it, but I don't want to chew and be rude. Make a snow globe. Ooh, that's a good idea. My kids, we haven't done that in years. I think I have. I actually bought some of those balls too. That's a good idea, Jelena. We should do that. So next Friday, you guys are going to have a guest in the Creative Parties with Purpose Facebook group. There's going to be a guest, but you're going to have to be in that group in order to be a part of the Faith and Fun Friday next Friday, because I am going to be gone and I'm not going to be able to jump on a live Friday morning. So make sure that you are in the group Creative Parties with Purpose. You can get to it through this link up here. Those of you that are already in it, cool. Thank you for being a part. And yeah, next Friday, my friend LaRonda is going to be making an ornament of some sort in the group or doing something crafty. She is amazing. She has a whole, crafting community as well, and she'll be able to tell you about that. So she's going to be the guest on there. I may be like able to pull her on. I may be available to do that, but I just won't be able to like sit and do a full-blown craft myself Friday morning, because I'll be preparing to leave the house. So, or maybe even driving transit. I'm not sure yet, but I've arranged my friend LaRonda to bring you guys something really amazing next Friday that you're really gonna love. You're gonna love her. So looking forward to that too. And in the meantime, Get it on your calendar for cookie baking, our party Monday at 4 p.m., our Zoom, our live. And you got to be in the group, Creative Parties with Purpose, to be a part of that event. So please make sure you're doing that. Thank you for giving the Parties with Purpose page a like and a follow, and the YouTube channel a like or a follow or a subscribe. And I appreciate you guys watching today. Hope you have a really blessed Friday and a really awesome weekend. We will talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.